Hello, everybody. It's the coach.
Okay, Coach, coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Detroit Lions.
Let's go!
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get
Here we go, 47, 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, he's going to take a He's got a man. Complete. 33 yards that time.
Let's go! Let's go!
Well, there's a pretty big start right there. They go bombs away on the first play from scrimmage.
Put a smile on your face, didn't it? Not because you're rooting for anyone, but that's the way to begin a game, to put someone back on their heels and announce that they plan to be aggressive.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
But it's brought in by Washington. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
Throwing. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes backwards here. Losing yardage back to the 16. Yeah, that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's how we do it.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Open is Powell. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time. They plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go. We're going to 53.
You ain't doing nothing.
To throw is Prescott. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings for some reason it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
50, my 50, my 50. I got you.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Got an open man, it's Washington. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch. How about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, Washington's got it. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Washington, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to retake. Boswell good with the extra point. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So out now come the Lions. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Here's Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Taken in at the 22. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. James Washington making his way back out towards the huddle. He's up over 100 yards, has the touchdown. He's a big-time receiver in this league, so the question becomes, how do you limit him going forward?
Well, you know the guys trying to cover him, they haven't had a whole lot of success thus far, and while they will still accept the challenge, maybe you have to change your focus. You have to get after the quarterback a little bit, disrupt his timing. Because right now it feels like pitch and catch. Make sure he's not able to have clear sight lines to him, and maybe that'll slow him down.
Now, this is not the guy you want to let play pitch and catch. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. 4 yards on the dump off at second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
Here we go, 46.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
26.
Prescott on 1st down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
We call that sack block.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And the pressure gets to him again. Levante David able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. And even 40 yards. But one thing's for sure. They're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Elliott. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Now Elliott. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 3rd and 2, Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground again here. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way up to the 46. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go. You can't block me. You can't block me. What do you think?
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. He'll have another first down and more. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. Prescott now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a really, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second and a couple. Stafford complete. It's Johnson. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
On second and 12, Stafford. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So unable to get any yardage at all off of the screen there on third down.
And ordinarily on third down, that's when you want to bring pressure. You get all your guys who want to get after the quarterback. But how about the patience they showed? Read the play, snuffed it out, and made a nice stop.
Get ready.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10.
Yeah.
47.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
The first down carry by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's going to float this. And this is caught at the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Washington, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the two-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Back onto the field comes the offense. Let's take a closer look at Kerryon Johnson. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Johnson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. He gets this one to Johnson. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
Here we go, let's bring it.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. 10th carry now for Elliott. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
Continuing to fight. And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
This is... really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? When he break a couple of tackles, I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball.
That's what we do. Other way,
After review of the play,
under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go with Snell here on 1st down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Lions now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and is on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now throwing on first down and completing it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
That's it, baby.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here is 3rd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory, like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A first down carry by Elliott. A solid stiff arm. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
4 yards on the pickup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
54. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Stafford. Underneath for Johnson. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, defense.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Taking it about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
I'm on. Strong left. Strong left. What do you think?
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.